This question is a perfect place to review one of my favorite reading strategies. This worked on the old SAT, it's going to work on the new one, the idea of a dumb summary, right? In school, you are told by your teachers to focus on details, be thorough, right? You have to prove that you read the book, in this case, Sense and Sensibility, right? You're supposed to prove when your teacher calls on you that you did the homework and read the chapter. So if you give a two-word answer to her question, you're going to look like an idiot and you're probably going to fail the class. So we have to elongate our summaries and be thorough. But on the SAT, we do not have that kind of time and we do not have that kind of need. No one gives you credit for being thorough. We just need to get the basic concepts here. So my advice is start with something simple like a connotation, right? We're being asked about Eleanor. So let's just see, what do they say about Eleanor? Now this is a 200-year-old book, so odds are good we're not going to understand every word of it. But let's see what we do get. And hopefully we can get some idea, very simple, dumb idea out of this. Eleanor, this eldest daughter, whose advice was so effectual, possessed a strength of understanding and coolness of judgment which qualified her, though only 19, to be the counselor of her mother, and enabled her frequently to counteract to the advantage of them all that eagerness of mind in Mrs. Dashwood, which must generally have led to imprudence. So now they're talking about someone else. She had an excellent heart. Her disposition was affectionate and her feelings were strong, but she knew how to govern them. Okay, it was a knowledge which her mother had yet to learn and which one of her sisters had resolved never to be taught. So what are they saying about Eleanor? They are saying she's good, positive, right? That's all I care about for now. Now let's look at those choices. Eleanor often argues with her mother, but fails to change her mind. Does that sound positive or negative? Negative. Wrong. Eleanor can be overly sensitive. Sounds negative. Wrong. Eleanor thinks her mother is a bad role model. Well, first of all, that's definitely negative. But even still, maybe you're like, oh, well, it's about the mother. Mother is bad. But was this passage about the mother or was it about Eleanor? It was about Eleanor, right? Almost every word we highlighted was about her. And sure enough, that the only time they talk about the mother was to also talk about Eleanor. So this is something I call main character confusion, right? This choice is trying to lure you in. Well, they did talk about the mother and they did say bad things about her, but that's not the main character of this question or of this passage, so don't let it lure you in. Look at D though. Eleanor is remarkably mature for her age. That sounds positive, and it's the only positive choice, so it's probably the right one. Did we need to understand all the nuance about Eleanor's character? No. We needed a dumb summary. It's a positive passage. Just stick with that, and if that didn't work, we could dive a little deeper. But if it does work, then, well, we just got away with not doing a whole lot of work. So save our brain power for when it really counts.